everyone. It's Laura with Eastside Staffing. I hope you're having a great week. Okay, so this week I wanted to talk to you a little bit about strategic talent acquisition. Now, the word strategic gets thrown around a lot, and I feel like I could have a whole video series just breaking that word down. But for me, part of what makes a talent acquisition pro strategic is the ability to think with the hiring manager, to brainstorm, and to kind of slow down long enough to have an actual process that is followed, and to make sure that we're really looking for process improvement and not just being reactive and frazzled. Because right now in this market, it feels like everybody just wants to rush and panic, which I've done some videos on that, and I've got some blogs on that topic, because it just doesn't work to kind of rush your way through hiring. You really have to slow down to speed up. But one of the things that I've been doing to work strategically with my clients is to ask them this question. So I've been asking them, what do you think is the hardest part of hiring right now? When I ask you this question, if you're watching this video, I would bet most of you are going to say the same thing, which is finding talent, right? Because that's kind of what we assume. I've talked about assumptions with Kelly Swingler in the past. There are a lot of assumptions in recruiting, and sometimes we just answer things based on what they were 5 years ago, or what we were taught the answer to be. And a lot of us were taught that hiring is hard because finding talent is hard. But when I break this down with a hiring manager, what is really the hardest part of hiring right now? 9 times out of 10, it's not finding talent. So it could be a brand that has an amazing employer brand. They're getting tons of applicants. They're getting tons of referrals. Their candidate flow is really strong. And yet they're struggling to hire. The roles open 3 months, 4 months. The managers met 10, 20, 30 candidates. That's not about candidate flow, right? That hiring process might be going awry because the manager isn't trained on interviewing well. They're being really bias driven during the process. They aren't following a strong candidate experience and don't really understand the importance of being timely and courteous and kind. The process may not be values led. The candidates may not be learning a lot about the company culture. They may not be feeling that the interviewer is being transparent with them. There might be some kind of negative press about the team out in the marketplace that the manager isn't addressing. I could list 100 other things right now that are happening that have nothing to do with candidate flow. So an important question to ask yourself if you're in strategic talent acquisition, or if you're hiring for your own team, especially if you're an HR leader, because a lot of times you don't stop to reflect upon this for your own team. What do you think is the hardest part of hiring right now? And if your first answer is finding talent, see if you can dig a little bit deeper. Is that really the answer? We can get there together, but we've got to keep peeling back the layers of the onion to improve hiring in 2021. I'm here to help you. Have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.